Let's talk Anthem, Arizona. I'm going to give you my pros and cons list of this community so you can see the good and the bad of what it is like to live here. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Hello, this is Kody and welcome to the channel. My goal here is to give you the 100% honest truth about what different parts of the Phoenix Valley and Arizona are like. I know how confusing it can be with all the different towns and neighborhoods and communities that are in Phoenix, so I made a free Moving to Arizona guide. All you need to do is send me an email and I can send it right over to you for free. It goes over all the different neighborhoods, the communities, and just gives some really good general information about Arizona. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Anthem video. Many people think Anthem is actually a city, but really it's just a really large master planned community north of Phoenix. And when I say master planned, I mean they put a ton of effort into designing this community. There's going to be a lot of green spaces, a lot of parks. The roads are going to be really well designed. They put a lot of thought into this and it really pays off out there. So we're going to get into the pros of this community with pro number one. Pro number one about Anthem is just how beautiful and quiet it is out here. Anthem is set up against the mountains, so you have really great mountain views throughout the whole community. A lot of the homes back up to either the mountains or desert views, so you'll have really great views from a lot of the houses as well. It is a lot quieter out here in Anthem as well because you're set quite a far way aside from the busy downtown area, so you don't get a lot of that noise out here in Anthem. Pro number two for Anthem is that it is not overcrowded out here. Many other places in Phoenix are quite crowded. It does become very congested, and anytime you go to a public place like a park or a library, it can be a little bit crowded in different parts of Phoenix, but Anthem does not really have that issue out here. You'll almost never run into traffic, and all the public places such as parks and everything have plenty of room for everyone, so Anthem really isn't overcrowded, which is a great thing in Phoenix. Pro number three about Anthem is that you have everything you need right there in the community. I mean, they have grocery stores, they have golf courses, they have a movie theater nearby, they have tons of different restaurants in there, and they even have a shopping mall. So there is an outlet mall in Anthem called the Anthem Outlets, and people from Phoenix will come into Anthem to shop at this mall. So you really don't have to leave the community for anything unless, of course, you are commuting to Phoenix or anything like that. Pro number four, and probably my favorite part about Anthem, is that they have a massive Anthem community park that is 64 acres. At this park, they have lakes, volleyball courts, baseball fields, all kinds of stuff, and they even have a community center that has a gym, an indoor basketball court, and they also have a really big pool, as well as a water park for the kids. So they have slides and all kinds of stuff out there. So that is a big reason why Anthem is so popular among families. Pro number five is the schools that they have in Anthem. Anthem has really made it a priority to have great schools for all ages, and that is another reason why they are so popular for families. Anthem is just a really great place for schools, and it is better than a majority of Phoenix in that department. Pro number six is that you have quicker access to cooler weather in the summer. Not only is Anthem about 4 to 5 degrees cooler than Phoenix all summer long, you also have the highway that runs straight through Anthem, goes right up to Flagstaff or Sedona. So in an hour and 30 minutes, you can be up to Flagstaff, where in the summer, the temperature is in the 80s rather than 115, where we're at down here in Phoenix. So you have really easy access compared to a lot of the valley. All you have to do is hop on the freeway and head on up. So you can definitely have access to the cooler weather. And in the winter, if you like to ski, a little over an hour and 30 minutes, and you can be up there skiing in Flagstaff. Pro number seven is just how safe Anthem is. Anthem has a very low crime rate, and it really does have a small town feel in here. Everyone is looking out for everyone here, and you can walk around without being worried about your safety, and that is just one of the many draws that families have to Anthem. Anthem is very attractive for families for many reasons, but safety is one of the big ones. Pro number 8 is the outdoor lifestyle that Anthem leads you to. Anthem is set next to the mountains, so they have tons of hiking and biking and walking trails. They have fishing, tons of different parks, which we've been through, and it really just promotes you to get active and outdoors, which is really great with our beautiful Arizona weather. Pro number 9 is the weather. Now, the weather in Arizona is going to be a pro as well as a con, because those 3 months out of the year that it is really hot, it is quite a con. But the other 9 months are just beautiful weather. And we do have over 300 days of sunshine, so you'll never miss the sun again if you move to Arizona. And in Anthem especially, you are about an hour away from the cooler weather during the summer, as well as in the winter you can get to the snow. So you don't have to deal with the snow at your house, but if you still want to go skiing or go up and enjoy the snow, you can go up there during the winter or fall and, enjoy the snow for a little while, and then come home to your nice sunny Arizona desert landscaped yard. Now we are going to get to the cons of Anthem. So con number 1 is that a lot of the houses do seem very cookie cutter out here, which is pretty common in Arizona, but it definitely is prevalent in Anthem as well. A lot of the communities you drive through, it seems like it's the same house over and over. A lot of the landscaping is very similar. It's going to be desert landscaping, and it kind of just all looks the same. There's not a lot of variance until you get to the higher end homes. Then they're going to have, custom homes and a lot of different landscaping, but that's definitely at the higher end. Con number 2 is the location of Anthem. Now, Anthem is in a very quiet and beautiful and safe location, as I mentioned before, but it is quite a bit away from the city. Now, for some people, this is going to be just fantastic. They're going to love that. But for other people, if you need to get to downtown Phoenix every day, or Scottsdale, or especially the East Valley like Chandler or Mesa, if you have to go out there often, then you may want to look into different neighborhoods and communities that are a little bit closer to those locations, because it's going to be quite a bit of a drive from Anthem. Con number 3 about Anthem is that affordability is fading in Anthem. Anthem is getting more and more expensive over the years. It used to be the place to go if you wanted to save a little bit of money and were okay with commuting to Phoenix. But now, with so many people working from home and industry growing north in Phoenix, a lot more people are able to live out there and drive into their work. So this is causing values to go up, and they are building a massive chip factory out near Anthem called TSMC, and this is going to be a really large factory with over 3,000 jobs, and so more people are going to be coming to Anthem, and that's going to cause prices to continue to go up. The good news is it'll hold your values strong, but the bad news is you're definitely not getting a discount when buying a home in Anthem. Con number 4 about Anthem, and really all of Phoenix as a whole, is going to be the crazy summer heat. Our summer heat is no joke. People are not exaggerating when they talk about it. We have heat advisories pretty much every day, and Anthem is no exception to that. But the good news about Anthem is you are a little bit outside of the city, so it's usually about 4 to 5 degrees cooler than most parts in the city. The other good news is that you have the highway, like I mentioned, straight up to Flagstaff in the summer in about an hour and a half, and you're in 80-degree weather. But the summer heat really is no joke, and it certainly is a con. Overall, Anthem is a really great community, but it definitely does have some cons that make it to where it does not fit everyone. It is especially good for families though, so if you have a family and you're moving to Arizona, Anthem might be a really good place for you to consider. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I try to give my honest opinions on these different areas in Phoenix so you get a really good idea of what it's actually like. Like I mentioned before, I do offer a free Moving to Arizona guide. It goes through so much great information, so just send me an email and I can send that right over to you. Other than that, I'll see you guys at the next one. Thanks for watching.